Blackstone Audio presents The Fine Art of Murder, a Katherine Sullivan mystery by Emily Barnes. This book is read by Carrington MacDuffie. Chapter 1. They say that 85% of those who travel return to the same place again and again. And I had to wonder, do people really play it that safe? Are there no adventurous souls out there? But then I realized that maybe the place those people are always returning to is home. It had been a long, arduous day working my way from Taos to Minneapolis, with all the regulations, delays, connecting flights, and that garlic pizza the man beside me was wolfing down. I was beginning to feel I would have been better off walking. Flying used to be fun, back in the olden days, as my granddaughter referred to any time before she was born. Now it was like being packed into one of those little cars at the circus. When it stops in the middle of the ring, a dozen animated bodies come flying out, and you wonder how they all fit inside that tiny vehicle. And where was I when it became too much work to put on actual clothes? Everyone dresses so casually for a trip. The girl across from me was wearing purple and yellow pajamas. Now that's going a bit too far. I used to buy a new outfit for a flight. Maybe that was going too far the other way. The 747 circled the Minneapolis-St. Paul airport for a third time, and in spite of my exhaustion, I had to admit it was a miracle. Just a few hours ago, I had been looking down at the mountainous landscape of the Southwest, everything covered in dusty sages and purples. And now the earth below me was suddenly covered in bright greens and watery blues. The mountains had slowly shrunk as we flew east, transforming themselves into soft, rolling hills. It had been 6 months since I'd been home. Sully and I hadn't traveled much in our younger years. That was something for later, to be enjoyed after retirement. Each day's worth of mail always brought in 2 or 3 brochures featuring destinations we'd discuss. At the top of his list was Italy, Tuscany in particular. Paris headed mine. Even though he could have retired years before, my husband kept adding on another year in the police force, trying to up his pension so we could travel first class. But when he was shot in the line of duty, I was left alone with our plans and piles of pamphlets. Even after he'd been gone a year, those colorful, glossy booklets kept coming. It was like he was telling me to hit the road and make those journeys for the both of us. So I retired early, sold the house, and packed my bags. "Mother!" Lizzie got out of her car and ran toward me.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?